Welcome back to Views with These Agenda for News. This is Jerome Houston. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Now, I'd like to take the time out to apologize to you all for being in hiatus last week. I had some issues with technology as well as broadcasting, but I'm back, okay? Also, by the end of this month, I will be doing the one chip challenge, okay? At the end of February, okay? So be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification if you want to see me suffer at the hands of one spicy chip. So let's go ahead and get right into it. As you all can see in the headline below, it says we're talking about the fact that Doctor Who maestro Russell T Davies is criticizing or hitting at wokeism. Okay, so Russell T Davies, the showrunner for Doctor Who back in 2000 for the 2005 season and everything, he basically stated that many script writers don't love TV and only interested in representation. In other words, they want to check off all the diversity points on the list and just ignore quality good storytelling. Okay. He was quoted saying, "I do a lot of mentoring and their voices waiting to be heard, wanting to be heard of any gender or ethnicity who consider themselves invisible." He said they hate the media that ignores them, and they're trapped into wanting a job in that medium purely to increase representation. So in other words, they don't care about the quality of a product, but instead they're looking to put out there the political agenda of a certain company or elites. All right. So they don't care how the people feel, as long as the people like what they put out there automatically. Okay. And he also told the Sunday Times that I read their scripts and they're rubbish. They don't actually love television, so they don't know how to write for it. Okay. It also goes on to say here that in the same interview, the actor and director Mark Gatiss, shared his concern about the quality of new writers, where he says, "Sometimes I think I'm like Pollyanna because I've met so many people who hate making television." He said he seems to make them so miserable. Go and work on the bins or something. It's hard work. It gives you ulcers, so you have to love it. So then Davies went on ahead and returned to Doctor Who to work on it for the 60th anniversary after the most recent run suffered a poor reception from fans and critics. So in other words, the female Doctor Who led to bad ratings and harsh criticisms and everything, to the point where people who created the show, actresses, actors, as well as the showrunners themselves, pushed back against the fan criticism. Okay, the fans didn't want it. They didn't like how Jodie Whittaker was as Doctor Who. Mainly, well, I want to say that they didn't like her. Well, they don't mind a female version of Doctor Who, but they just don't like her as because of the fact that she didn't really do a good job as the role. And it says here that the way she put out Doctor Who wasn't really Doctor Who. All right. Also, they didn't like how the showrunners created the show itself. Okay. So it also goes on here to say that that the show faced a lot of criticism under Chris Chibnall, who created that, for being too political and woke. He quit the show after the latest Christmas special, the final episode with Jodie Whittaker as the first female Doctor. Okay, so then we also have the new Doctor, who's a black man, as I talked to you all about since last year. Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor, the first black actor to take on the role as the Doctor. So the thing is, when will the BBC actually listen to the fans? Okay, when will everyone stop accusing fans of gatekeeping, even though, yes, this is basically not the Doctor Who that they grew up on, that they supported, they even got them into the franchise in the first place. Okay, but those calls fall on deaf ears, and then the people won't go on and state that if you don't want to listen to us, if you don't care about how we feel, what we think about it, then we're going to use the power of the purse and go and stop watching. Okay, we're going to unsubscribe from the different streaming platforms where they have the show on it itself. Okay, so in other words, go woke, go broke. This may be the one time where the fandom is starting to another aspect of where the fandom is starting to win. Okay, and that the elites are going to have to face up and just understand that these are the things that the fans don't want. Okay, otherwise they're going to be out of business, and then a lot of them won't be in for a job. So let me know your thoughts about this move below. Do you think that do you stand behind Russell T Davies about this? Do you feel the same way he does? What are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comments below where I went wrong in the video. And also, if you enjoyed what I shared in the video, smash that like button and share it to a friend or far and wide on social media. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.